Welcome to the Daily Stoic channel, where we explore valuable lessons from Stoicism to enhance our lives together. Today we will discuss a very sensitive issue: how to face disrespect. This is not just a simple question, it's a matter of survival, as nothing makes a man more willing to sacrifice everything than the feeling of being looked down upon. While it is often said that women lead with emotion while men rely on reason, when confronted with disrespect, a man's rationality can easily vanish, replaced by angry and impulsive actions. We can witness this in our daily lives, such as when a minor conflict on the street can escalate into fights as if there is no tomorrow. The unfortunate reality is that millions of men around the world are paying the price for their mistakes, losing their freedom simply because they reacted thoughtlessly to disrespect. It's easy for us to judge them, but we must be cautious. One day you may find yourself in a similar situation. A single word or action can ignite your anger, and if you don't control your emotions, you might do something irreparable. Stoic philosophers have offered practical solutions for dealing with this issue. In today's video, we will explore 8 lessons from Stoicism that will help you handle disrespect wisely and effectively. Don't miss any of the lessons, as the final lesson may be the key to maintaining your calm and self-control in stressful situations. If you find this information helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Daily Stoic channel so you don't miss our upcoming videos. First and foremost, maintain your composure and steer clear of thoughts of retaliation. When someone disrespects or insults you, it can be all too easy for feelings of anger to overwhelm you and compel you to seek revenge. However, remember that acting out of anger, even when it seems justified, often leads to far more serious consequences in the long run. Instead, remind yourself that calmness is key. Take a deep breath, refocus, and separate your emotions from the situation at hand. By doing so, you'll gain the opportunity to view everything from a broader perspective, as if you were observing a chess match from above. This elevated view will provide you with clarity and help you realize that most disrespectful situations aren't truly worth your response. Ultimately, it's not the act of disrespect itself that causes harm. In fact, disrespect only becomes painful and offensive when we allow our negative thoughts to transform it into something more significant. It is our interpretation and the way we think about these disrespectful actions that generates feelings of hurt or anger. Always remind yourself that when someone shows you disrespect, it only reflects their own thoughts and personal perspectives, not an accurate assessment of your true worth. They are not the arbiter of your value, so their negative opinions should not weigh heavily on your mind. Shifting this perspective can help you maintain inner calm, enabling you to respond more rationally if the situation truly calls for it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that you should endure or passively accept disrespect. What I want to convey is that you should confront it with self-control and dignity. When you remain calm, you demonstrate that you are not easily shaken by external influences, showcasing strength and maturity in how you handle challenging situations. Secondly, establish firm boundaries. Stoicism does not endorse blind tolerance or allowing oneself to be a doormat for others. When you are treated with disrespect, there is no reason for you to suffer in silence or react with uncontrolled anger. Instead, maintain your composure and assert your position by setting clear boundaries to protect your dignity and self-worth. If someone crosses this boundary, it is crucial that you communicate decisively and clearly about their inappropriate behavior and how you expect to be treated. When expressing this, keep your gaze strong and unwavering. Do not shy away or look down as if you are fearful. Instead, look directly into the eyes of the other person with the fierce determination of a lion. This not only affirms that you are entirely serious about your boundaries, but also sends a clear message that you hold yourself in high regard. Your confident and resolute gaze will make others understand that, regardless of the circumstances, you demand the respect you deserve. Establishing and maintaining these boundaries is not just about self-protection, it is also a clear manifestation of strength and self-control in life. Thirdly, make it a habit to reflect on yourself regularly. Most people tend to easily criticize and blame others, believing that the fault always lies with the other party and that they themselves are never at fault. However, it's crucial to consistently engage in self-examination and face the truth, being honest with yourself about whether you have contributed to provoking that disrespect. Ask yourself important questions such as, is there any truth in what that person said or did? Or did I say or do something that made this situation tense? You may come to realize that you inadvertently contributed to the issue, and at times a sincere apology can help de-escalate the situation and resolve conflicts amicably. Self-reflection not only allows you to gain a better understanding of the events that have transpired, but also helps you recognize your own role in the entire situation. This practice not only fosters personal growth, but also enables you to build better relationships by identifying and correcting your own mistakes. Self-reflection is not just a wise action, it is the key to achieving deeper understanding and personal development. Fourthly, take the time to carefully consider the source of the offense. When someone belittles you with their words or actions, instead of reacting immediately, pause and reflect. Ask yourself whether their behavior truly reflects their own pain, insecurities, or ignorance, rather than being a valid assessment of who you are. Often, the harsh or offensive remarks made by others are not related to your true worth, but are merely projections of their own struggles in life. Do not let fleeting, personal interactions affect you too deeply. As the cynics once said, "The one who feels offended without reason is a fool, but even the one who feels offended with reason is also a fool." For the wise understand that being offended is merely a small part of life, and they refuse to let such incidents disturb their inner peace. In reality, what others attack in you often reflects what they cannot accept in themselves. Therefore, allow negative words to pass without leaving a trace in your mind, and cultivate a bit of compassion for those who are mired in self-hatred. When you recognize that their offenses do not define you but are instead a sign of their own suffering or alienation, you will find it easier to let go and move forward with tranquility. Fifthly, learn to accept disrespect as an unavoidable part of life. No matter who you are, from childhood through old age, you will inevitably encounter situations where respect seems scarce. Regardless of how kind and strong you may be, the undeniable reality is that disrespect is a natural element in everyone's journey. But why does this happen? Simply put, it's the nature of life, where things do not always go as we wish. Instead of resisting the inevitable, we should focus on what we can control. The key lies in how we respond to that disrespect. This is where our true strength shines. Remember, while you cannot control the behavior of others, you have the full right to decide how to respond to disrespectful words or actions. Acceptance does not mean passively tolerating any mistreatment without resistance. Rather, it is a proactive act that frees you from negative emotions like anger and resentment, which only harm yourself. By applying the Stoic principle of acceptance, you are not merely enduring the disrespect. You are consciously choosing not to let it affect your mind and emotions. In doing so, you redirect your energy towards what truly matters, towards what you can change and improve. Challenges, including disrespect, cease to be insurmountable obstacles. Instead, they become opportunities for personal growth, enhanced self-control, and greater maturity in facing life. Sixth, using humor as a coping mechanism for disrespect is a delicate yet remarkably effective art. This clever strategy, often underestimated, wields immense power in diffusing tension in difficult situations. Imagine this. You're confronted with disrespect, and instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, you flash a gentle smile and respond with a cleverly humorous remark. This wit can instantly change the tone of the conversation, and sometimes you might even notice the person who just insulted you start to feel awkward, as your humor clearly signals that you refuse to engage with their negative intentions. Here, humor serves not only as a means to relieve tension, but also as a tool to convey the message that you are not easily subdued by negativity. It reflects your confidence and emotional control, demonstrating that you can remain calm and not get swept up in someone else's malice. Moreover, this approach can highlight that, in many cases, the disrespect shown by others often stems from their own insecurities, fears, or personal disappointments. A surprising, humorous reaction can disrupt any negative intentions they may have, creating a positive shift in the dynamics of the conversation. However, the use of humor here is not intended to belittle your worth or dismiss the disrespectful behavior of others. On the contrary, it's a subtle way for you to maintain the upper hand, ease the situation, and encourage interactions to be more respectful and constructive. When you choose to employ humor instead of a negative reaction, you not only protect your inner peace, but also showcase superior emotional intelligence. This choice demonstrates that you are not affected by trivial matters and that you possess the ability to respond creatively, turning tension into an opportunity to foster a more positive atmosphere. Seventh, practice active listening, a skill that may seem simple but has the power to completely transform how we confront disrespect. This might sound strange, but sometimes the most effective way to deal with disrespect is to listen carefully to the other person. Indeed, listen not just to hear, but to genuinely understand the concerns and issues they are facing. Active listening is a valuable skill, akin to a superpower, allowing you to not only perceive what others are saying, but also to delve deeper into what lies behind their words. Even when their comments are disrespectful, listening helps you control your response and uncover the deeper layers of the issues they are experiencing. Instead of immediately becoming defensive or interrupting, choose to listen actively and attentively. You need to uncover the root of the disrespect, even if it is sometimes obscured by negative emotions. By doing this, you show that you are not only concerned with addressing the disrespectful behavior, but also want to gain a clearer understanding of the bigger picture and what led to this situation. Active listening grants you the ability to untangle emotional layers and identify where the real issue lies. This Stoic approach is not about justifying the disrespectful behavior, but about fostering empathy and understanding. When you listen actively, you demonstrate that you won't let others' negativity affect your emotions. Instead, you respond with curiosity and compassion, essential elements for maintaining calmness and clarity. However, this isn't always easy to accomplish. It requires you to remain steadfast and exhibit high emotional intelligence. But if you can do it, you may discover profound aspects of the issue that you would have missed if you only scratched the surface of the disrespect. Remember that sometimes a person has legitimate reasons to be angry, but strong emotions can distort how they communicate what they really want to say. Thus, active listening not only helps you understand them better, but also provides an opportunity to address the issue more effectively and gracefully. Eighth, choose forgiveness as a powerful response to disrespect. When faced with disrespect, most people react with anger, as if that is the only way to protect their self-esteem. But the reality is there is a much nobler choice: forgiveness. In Stoic philosophy, forgiveness is not only an act for others, but also a precious gift you give to yourself. Reflect deeply on this. When you hold on to resentment, you are essentially chaining yourself to an invisible bond. You may feel that your resentment is justified, but the truth is it only limits you, eroding your inner peace. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is the key that opens the door to inner peace and happiness. However, forgiveness is not always easy to achieve. Sometimes it requires time, patience, and even courage. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting what happened or overlooking the harm done. Rather, it is a choice to let go of the negative emotions that gnaw at your soul. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment, a weight that harms you more than anyone else. We should practice forgiveness with wisdom, compassion, and justice. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it requires exceptional mental strength. It is not surrendering to what has happened, but a triumph of the spirit. It is not a sacrifice, but a reward you give to your own personal growth. Forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-care, the highest expression of self-control and emotional intelligence. And don't forget, if you are looking to enhance your quality of life, support us by liking and subscribing to the Daily Stoic channel. See you in the next videos, where we will continue our journey of exploration and personal development together.